Local students step up in a big way to not only help their teacher, but raise awareness for breast cancer as well. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, it will be a special night tomorrow at Backaracks for VALTS teacher Karen Reason, who last year was diagnosed with breast cancer and underwent treatment, including a double mastectomy and 15 rounds of chemo. That's where this guitar comes into play. While all of that was going on, Mrs. Reason's students over at VALTS were building this guitar in her honor. The breast cancer awareness guitar was signed this summer by Josh Turner at the Oregon Trail Days concert and will now be auctioned off at the Save a Rack Bra auction tomorrow night at Backaracks.
I think that was all in the process before I even knew anything about it, that it was going to be donated to Backaracks and KNEB was going to take care of that and promote that. And so, because Bill Boyer was there that day that it was presented to me. And so I think that was all before I knew anything about it. And for Festival of Hope, you couldn't have given it to a better organization, so.
Her students say a lot of love went into this guitar, and they hope it goes for a pretty chunk of change to help other local cancer patients who receive assistance from the Festival of Hope. Well, last night, the Scottsbluff City Council approved the biggest LB 840 agreement in the local program's history. City Manager Nathan Johnson says the $1.75 million grant will be provided to Prime Metal Products, who specializes in manufacturing, distribution, installation of HVAC duct systems. The council also rescinded a resolution they passed last January to provide $1 million in LB 840 funds towards participation in the Gehring Industrial Park, and they also rescinded $1 million of LB 840 funds towards matching state rural workforce housing grants. LB 840 committee member Jim Trumbull says that despite Prime Metals being located in Gehring, investments in area projects still benefit Scottsbluff.
The point is the committee has always looked at the LB 840 fund as, yes, Scottsbluff is still a priority, but our shopping area that's funding the fund is a larger area. We funded things up at Curtin Manufacturing in Lyman. We funded CS Precision over in Gehring before. So stepping across the river, going outside is not something we haven't done.
Prime Metals plans on ramping up to 70 high-paying union jobs after they move into the old Lockwood building. The company is hoping to be up and running by the end of this year or early 2019. Well, coming up after the break, a much warmer day across the region today, a trend that should continue for the foreseeable future. Bill Boyer will be back with your comprehensive weather forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Have a ball this fall getting your property in shape with a new John Deere compact tractor. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all compacts, like the hard-working 1 family and the economical 3E series. And get $500 off with the purchase of 2 qualifying implements that turn your tractor into the workhorse it was built to be. Clean up your property and clean up on savings with John Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Temperatures this evening are going to fall through the 40s and into the 30s and eventually landing into the upper 20s as we get toward sunrise tomorrow. All in all, a pretty nice evening coming our way. Nice weather is going to continue with little to no precip, near to above normal temps, and really no changes on the way for the next 7 to 10 days. yesterday we set that record low. There it is, 8 degrees, set in 2018, smashed the old record by 12 degrees. High temperature yesterday, 44 is all. That deep hole we started in snow cover really made us not get as warm as we were hoping for. 67 hundredths for the month, a little bit above normal, still over 3.5 inches above normal for the year. Heading to Lincoln Saturday, expect sunshine, highs in the upper 50s, looking like a great day out there in the region. Temperatures right now across the area, primarily in the 50s, a few upper 40s, sneak it in a couple of locations, but mostly we're in the 50s out there. Taking a look at your futurecast as we go through the evening hours tonight, we're going to expect a little bit of fog possibly forming. I don't think it's going to be overly widespread, but all that melting today could lead to a little bit of fog. Low temperatures falling into the mid and upper 20s for lows. For tomorrow, then, just any of that morning fog is going to burn off. We're going to be left with sunshine as we go through the rest of the afternoon hours. And on into the evening hours, nothing happening out there. It is very calm and very comfortable weather conditions, with conditions very, very nice. And about where we were today, maybe a couple of degrees warmer in a few locations, highs into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees. And then for our forecast tonight, expect clear skies, 26 for a low. Tomorrow, lots of sun out there again, and 59 your expected high. Our 7-day forecast has sunshine in it, maybe a couple of clouds as we start next week, but highs primarily in the 60s and lows in the 30s as very nice weather takes hold at least for the next week to 10 days.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones, and take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
The leaves are turning and the temperatures are cooling, so it's time to come harvest the deals at the Viera Wireless Fall Savings Sale. Right now, get your family high-speed, truly unlimited mobile data for just $35 per line with 4 lines. Prices have never been lower for unlimited data. Plus, trade in your current phone and get up to $500 off the latest iPhone and Samsung models. Those are incredible savings on the most popular and advanced smartphones. Don't miss out on our Fall Savings Sale. Hurry into Viera today.
Welcome back. Last night, the Scottsbluff County Commissioners approved a zoning change and final plats for a new subdivision north of Scottsbluff. John Darnell plans to develop a 5-lot subdivision off of Highway 71 north of Victory Hill School. Now, some neighboring residents have expressed concerns about stormwater runoff that could result in flooding on their properties. They requested a professional stormwater management plan before the county gave board approval. But Darnell told the commissioners that a new proposed homeowners association agreement would require each lot owner in the subdivision to maintain an existing ditch between the two subdivisions to avoid any possible flooding issues. Well, a nasty rollover yesterday evening just west of Torrington, but remarkably, only minor injuries were sustained by one of the 2 drivers. The Torrington Fire Department says a semi loaded with steel racking rolled onto its side, and the debris struck and damaged a pickup that was traveling in the opposite lane of travel. The highway was closed in both directions as crews worked to remove the vehicles and clean up the steel racking that was scattered along the roadway. Authorities say the semi-driver was transported by Torrington EMS with minor injuries. The driver of the pickup was uninjured. No names were released. And a Saturday morning crash near Glendo has claimed the life of a 59-year-old Wyoming woman. The Wyoming Highway Patrol says Marcy Beischuvel was the passenger in a northbound pickup on I-25 that lost control on the icy, slush-covered roadway. The pickup slid and rolled and came to rest on the passenger side. Beischuvel was not wearing her seatbelt and was ejected from the vehicle and died as a result of the injuries sustained. Well, coming up after the break, K&EB Farm intern Peyton Flower catches up with one local farmer to talk about the effect this weekend's snow is having on the corn. She'll be back with that right after this.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
Last school year, 17 students were honored as the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. Kids from Scottsbluff, Gering, Bridgeport, Bayard, Mitchell, and Banner County received winning nominations, and with the new school year underway, it's once again time for the public to nominate deserving K-12 students to be the next Star Student of the Week. How do you get your nomination in? Just go to pvbank.com, fill out the nomination form, and watch KNEB.TV News every Friday during the school year to see if your star student was selected.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Western Hearing Clinic Ag Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
A snowstorm this weekend brought some much-needed moisture along with heavy snow. To get an idea of how the corn crop is doing, I talked to Casey Jaggers, account manager at Pioneer. Hi Casey, can you tell me a little bit about how the snow will be affecting the corn?
Yeah, Peyton, as far as the snow and the way that it sits on the crop and, it's actually putting a little bit of moisture back in there. So it should help the standability, should help that ear retention a little bit, especially if we get some winds and some things that go along with that. Luckily with this snow, it wasn't real windy. It wasn't real, drifting, things like that. So we should be pretty good as far as the standability goes. But, hopefully in a couple days it's gone. We can get back in these fields and get some harvest done.
Okay, once you get back in the fields, is there anything you should be looking for?
Yeah, there should be some things you're looking for. Standability, definitely. Whenever you go out in a field, you definitely want to prioritize those fields that need to be harvested. And that goes back to standability. And by doing that, you want to grab a little bit of that stalk and just kind of bend it back and forth, out in the middle of that field and make sure that it's wanting to stand upright. If it goes over real easy, you probably want to make sure you get to that field first. And get it harvested so that we don't lose any of that yield potential that's out in that field. Stalk rot plays a big portion into that, especially whenever we get a little bit later into harvest and especially if we get some moisture and some things that go along with that. So we want to make sure that we're there in a timely manner.
In Scottsbluff, I'm Peyton Flower for KNEB.TV News.
What are you waiting for? A 6-year limited powertrain warranty? Savings on performance-matched implements? 0% APR financing for up to 5 years? Head down to your local Kubota dealer before September 30th and take advantage of this incredible offer on the BX Series, America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Kubota. This is what we do.
Come into Sandberg Implement. your local Kubota dealer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been. 'Cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another town like this around. We've got it all right here in our own backyard. We love this town. We love this town. We love this town.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, Wyobraska Gives has recruited more than 100 nonprofits for their Day of Giving, but there's still a chance for locals to participate and win a great grand prize. Becky Horn and Kathy McDaniel say the $1,000 treasure hunt kicked off this week, and you can follow the Oregon Trail Community Foundation Facebook page for clues.
So you have to like Oregon Trail Community Foundation on Facebook. All of your markers that you take pictures of will be submitted through Oregon Trail Community Foundation Facebook Messenger. Okay. So if you know how to use Facebook, this is going to be super simple. A maximum of 3 clues will be revealed each day. We don't want somebody to go out there and finish the treasure hunt in 24 hours.
And for those of you on the hunt, you know what to do here. And if you're not on the hunt yet, make sure you head on over to the Oregon Trail Community Foundation's Facebook page to catch up. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you here next time.